Can't get this thing on.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Today's Restaurant News Networking Group. Today is May the 3rd. I can't believe that already. And I'm Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant News, and I'll be your host for today. So we have bonjour.
Bonjour.
Welcome.
Bonjour.
We are a group of vendors in the restaurant industry who are here to help each other grow our businesses and to also help restaurant owners who might have a problem or an issue that they want solved. We welcome them to join us either at the meeting or by email or on our website. And if you want to reach us, give us a call at 561-620-8888 or go to our website at trnusa.com. And on the website, there's a tab now that says YouTube, so you can click right onto our YouTube page from our website. I want to introduce three new people to the group this morning, and I'm going to ask that you just tell us who you are, what you do, where you're located, and how we can reach you. So, Lori, why don't you start us off?
Sure. So I'm Lori Karpman. I'm Canadian. I live in Montreal, Quebec. My business is all in the US. I just happen to live in Canada. And I have a management consulting firm that I've had for 30 years that specializes in franchise development, particularly in the restaurant industry. So brands come to us and we make them into franchisors. We do their legal documents, financial statements, all of their operations, sales, and training manuals. We do all their marketing, and then we do franchise sales. So it's a completely full service, done for you, franchise your business consulting firm. I'm also a recovering attorney, so I do have the skills to do the legal work. And my website is lorikarpman.com. I can put that in the chat. It's just lorikarpman.com.
Okay, well, thank you and welcome.
Thank you.
So Lori, you're a recovering attorney.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds familiar, Chris.
I haven't recovered yet.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. You know, I still have my toes in it, so I'm not 100% out.
All right, let's go to Vivian. Good morning. Well,
Hi, I am Vivian Grossman. I'm based out of Manhattan and I'm a retail broker. So not technically a vendor, but I work at SCG Retail, the shopping center group. We have 22 offices up and down the East Coast, or almost like we'll say the country. And our office here specializes a lot in food and beverage. We represent a lot of different food and beverage tenants. So like we've represented Starbucks for 30 exact years actually right now, since April 23rd of 1994. We helped open not me, but my boss helped open their first location on the Upper West Side. I wish it was me. He's opened every single location in Manhattan. The guy is loaded now. So we find locations, we help them strategize, different tenants strategize and open and develop like a strategy for real estate. So we do Sweetgreen, Sugarfish, like McDonald's, Popeyes, like a lot of bigger brands, and Whole Foods. Exclusively we rep them. But I also kind of like with Lori, it's interesting, like I have a tenant out of New Jersey that has 9 locations, and he's in process now of franchising, and he's looking to expand to Miami, or like we're looking for locations in Manhattan, and he wants to take over the world and open 1 million locations, but he's like a quick service restaurant. So so it was interesting. I said this to my intern. I told Howard how actually the best networking I find is to be with vendors. As much as, you know, it's great to network with my retail brokers, we're all competing. Sucks, but we are. So it's usually better with vendors. I meet an HVAC guy and I'm like, who's closing, who's opening, what's happening? But what I do like to pride myself on, I guess in my role comparison maybe to other retail brokers, I like to make it kind of all around providing service. So I do like to recommend and refer like oh, especially like my New Jersey guy coming to Manhattan, oh, you need HVAC or permitting or vendors, like he's going to Miami, where are you getting all your materials? It's a whole new market. So this is helpful for me to have resources to be able to at least send to my tenants.
Yeah, well, welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me.
I think we have a lot of people in this group and in our 11 o'clock group that would be good contacts for you.
I love that. I'm excited. I'm excited to learn also. I love hearing this kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, you'll learn here. I'm not sure the stuff you want to learn, but you're going to learn. Don. Well, good morning.
Morning. Thank you guys for having me. So a little bit about me. I worked in restaurants my whole life. Started bussing tables at 14 up to a general manager. So 15 years. I was a liquor rep for quite a while. And now I'm with SpotOn. I'm a senior account executive based out of Atlanta. I've been here for about 2 years. And we are a restaurant technology company. So our core competency is restaurant point of sale. We've been doing that for over 7 years, but we also have reservation solutions if you want to get your clients off of open tables so they can save that money. I know we all see open table accounts everywhere, but it can get quite expensive, as well as labor management solutions. So our biggest competitor is Toast. And as the years have gone on, we're getting pretty close to closing that gap. I deal with a lot of franchisees. Lori, one that I actually am going to connect you with after this, they took over for a previous franchisor who might have made some bad decisions. So he's looking to backtrack a little bit. So hopefully you can help him there.
Can I ask you a question? Your POS system, does it work in Canada?
Unfortunately not. So that's so we are a WorldPay system. So Canada is road mapped. Toast went to Ireland first. We are going to go to Canada first. But I believe that is in the technology world, I could tell you Q4, but really what I mean is Q2 of next year. It's just one of those things. So it's road mapped, but unfortunately I can't give you a hard date.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Just tell us how we can reach you.
So I've got my email in the chat there, don.perone@spoton.com. My cell phone number is also there, and I am very responsive.
Yeah, but we're videoing this and we put this out on YouTube, so people watching it are going to want to contact us, hopefully. So that's why I asked for your contact information.
Yeah, so don.perone@spoton.com or 770-688-9637.
And Vivian, did you give us the contact?
I'm putting it in right this
Well,
minute.
just tell us.
Okay, so my phone number is 617-935-7148. Call about anything. And email, I just put it in the chat, vgrossman@scgretail.com.
Okay. All right, we're going to do our regular members intros, and then I'll double back to you, 3 new people, so that you can see what we do and maybe you want to add something to what you've already done. So Rick, why don't you start us off?
Oh, good morning. Get to be first. Thank you very much. I guess since I'm
Actually,
the
you're
one
fourth.
well, first of the regulars. How's that?
You're
Chris
regular.
Kaufman. You know, I hope this what I don't want to ever follow Chris Kaufman. You
Okay.
guys understand that.
Good news, you're not.
See, there's always two. Oh, forget it. Okay, I'm not going to win this one. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. This is Rick Israel with Affiliated Health Insurers. We are an independent brokerage firm. We help individuals in the Medicare space and also in the Affordable Care Act space. We can also do prescription drug plans. We can do long-term care. We can do pretty much anything health related, including group. We can also help move the individuals, the employees from the employees into the Medicare space outside of the group space. We are currently licensed in Alabama, Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Mississippi. So my information will be in the chat. I'm here for any questions.
And give us a phone number or an email.
Sure. Telephone number 256-937-2537.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Chris Pumo.
Thank you, Howard. Chris Pumo, Skyline Analytics. We're an outsourced FP&A company, financial planning and analysis, which is essentially the same thing as operational finance. We also build data analytics systems for our clients, working predominantly in the restaurant space. So think of it as like a white glove analytics and reporting system that layers on top of the systems that the restaurant already has. It would connect their point of sale, their ERP, their customer relationship management system. We do that first. We bring the reporting together, and then ultimately it's about that operational finance consulting strategy, helping them, with pricing, cost of goods sold optimization, labor optimization, really any problem that they're having up and down the financial statement to ultimately improve bottom line profitability. We work with all the point of sale systems. I have the best integrators possible here at Skyline, so it really doesn't matter what systems they're running. We can build them that custom analytics and reporting system, and then ultimately consult and help them improve their profitability. My email, so that Howard doesn't have to request me to say it, chris@skyline-analytics.com. My number 561-512-7438.
And Chris works a lot with franchise companies.
We do.
Yeah.
We work with small and large, so and all styles. So we've got the quick serve, we've got the luxury, fine dining, and then we've got mom and pop taco stand up to $2 billion of revenue deli chain. So it's really all shapes and sizes.
Nice.
So based on what we heard about from our three new people here today, I think there's a lot of synergy right there.
Absolutely.
Who's your biggest competitor? Curious, because I just was on a Zoom yesterday and it was someone on there. I'm trying to find the name of the company, but it sounds like they do something similar.
There's a lot of companies that try and to attempt to do something similar, but when you drill down to the bottom of it, we're kind of playing in a blue ocean space. We don't really have a pure play competitor because we're building this custom system for them. There's one player out there called Domo, which tries to tout that they can do what we do. They don't do what we do. And it's really that marrying together of analytics and finance that is unique. So again, I have not really found a pure play competitor.
Interesting. Okay, cool. What about New Market? Does that sound familiar? Never mind. Maybe it's different.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Let's move along to Jeff Scott. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Jeff Scott. I'm the founder and owner of Food Service Pride Consulting, offering management consulting, and fractional management solutions to hospitality companies, restaurant companies, and college and universities. I spent 35 plus years working in college and university dining, and have a passion for generating pride for organizations. I can be reached at foodservicepride.com or jscott@foodservicepride.com.
All righty. Thank you. Ed, good morning.
Ed,
Yeah, good morning. Thank you, Howard. Lori, I know you're a retired attorney, or trying to be. I first got into the food business in 2008, and before that, I was in heavy plate fabrication and sheet metal. So I've gone from really heavy manufacturing to desserts. So it's quite a difference, and a big difference.
Yes.
Different personalities.
Well, one goes inside the other, so technically.
Well, that's true. The only thing I don't have to deal with is steel workers, Boilermakers, and operating engineers. I don't have to deal with them anymore. And Teamsters. So I don't have to deal with them, which is
I
fun.
understand that completely.
I remember I had a run-in with an operating engineer in northern New Jersey one time. Oh my God, he drove me crazy. He thought he was in charge of the entire job site. Well, he actually was, because he controlled the equipment going on and off in the morning. So he controlled when everybody started and when everybody left. And if you dare turn a switch on when he wasn't there around, he would charge you overtime to do the work. And it was miserable. So he controlled the job site. I don't know what happened to him. He disappeared one time. So I don't know if you ran into the wrong person or what, but he disappeared.
I
Yes,
would
President's Netherlands.
Well, he may have been on the bridge, the Key Bridge that fell apart too. You know, they're still looking for some of those people on the Key
Call
Bridge.
call 1-800 Jimmy Hoffa.
You know, on the Key Bridge, they're still missing people. And, you know, in that kind of business, it's very common that people clock in for other people. So I'm wondering if some of those people that disappeared never were at that job site. Now they've left town.
Oh,
I mean, that is big in the Northeast. That was huge work.
So what do you do
particularly at
now?
night.
Now you freeze them.
Well, who knows? Anyway, my name is Ed Gurton with Seacoast Sales in Orange Park, Florida, which is just outside of Jacksonville. We're an equipment supply company that specializes in frozen dessert equipment. So we have ice cream machines and batch freezers, soft serve machines, and back house equipment to help chefs by Karpman. We have display cases by IFE, ESA, and GTI Designs. And we have continuous turning ice cream machines by BGI. We have slushy machines and frozen drink machines. You can reach me at 904-334-4489. Have a good day.
Okay, I'm debating whether I should call on Chris or save him for last.
Hey, you can call on me if you want.
Yeah, I'm getting to you. Let's go to Brian Auerbach.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Brian Auerbach with InfoSync Comprehensive Business Process Solutions. I'm down in Miami, but the company is based in Wichita, Kansas. We are an outsourcer of accounting and payroll, focusing on multi-unit restaurants. Really, I find accounting and payroll to be frustrating. So what InfoSync does is we provide the people, process, and technology for accounting and payroll, so you all can focus on running your business. We also do something called third-party delivery recovery, where we actually go after the disputes that are error charges that restaurants have with Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. And we're able to recoup anywhere between 1 to 3% of their total delivery recovery revenues, which, you know, we're talking about rents and stuff like that. They usually end up being a couple months of rent throughout the course of the year. So at thin margins, it's a great thing. InfoSync's been around for 23 years now. We have 22,000 clients in the restaurant space, and everything from every restaurant you've ever heard of, probably for the most part, we work with. So my number is 786-670-1027, and my email is Brian, BRIAN, .Auerbach, AUERBACH, at ISSVC.com. Again, Brian with InfoSync. Hope everyone has an awesome weekend.
Brian, can you put that in the chat? Sorry,
got
so
it.
many letters.
You didn't catch that? Come on.
Yeah, I was like, I can't. Too much.
Like I said, I'm going to send out a spreadsheet with everybody's
Oh, yeah.
contact information, so you'll get everything sometime today. Charles, good morning. I know you're cutting in and out.
Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment, so I had to pop out real quick, and then they took too long. But my name's Charles Hay. I run On the Fly Food Safety. We teach a ServSafe manager class in 4 hours. So if you need it done quick, just give me a call and I'll come to you. If it's in Miami or anywhere in Florida, I'm more than happy to come see you. Let's see what else. We're going to be doing a class down in Miami the 20th and a class in Orlando the 21st. Also, if you know anybody that has a restaurant and wants to host Monday or Tuesdays, let me know, and I'd love to meet them as well.
Okay, you do the food safety training.
Yes.
Okay.
We're also going to be doing mock health inspections if that's something you're interested in. The first 10 I'll give a really good deal on, and we're looking to help anybody that needs food safety help.
All right, so how do we reach you?
You can give me a call at 904-923-2577, or you can email me at info@ontheflyfoodsafety.com.
Okay, thank you. Good luck with the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Steve Whitehill with Anchor Business Advisors and Brokers. We are business brokers. We help people buy and sell businesses. I looked at my listings this morning and I have 240 restaurants available for sale, all of which make at least $100,000 in profit. I have one that I'm going to talk about, which is a restaurant in Hillsborough County. It's a pizza place, and it has sales of 880,000, and the owner makes 370,000, almost 371, and the asking price is 415. And so with as little as $42,000, you can buy $371,000 worth of income, which is not a bad little deal. And if you happen to be a restaurant owner and you want to buy another location, you can actually buy this or any other restaurant with no money down, because if it qualifies for SBA, I can get you 100% financing. Pretty good. Steve Whitehill, Anchor Business Brokers. I can be reached at 561-376-7500. And my email is steve@anchorbb.com. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Kaufman.
Good morning, everybody. Chris Kaufman, restaurantallstars.com, 404 All-Star. And primarily, we work on behalf of restaurant companies to find the talent they need to improve their, say what?
Sorry.
Somebody have a question? Okay, we'll take questions at the end. In the meantime, we work on behalf of the client companies to find the talent they're looking for. And different companies have different criteria. Some companies are all excited about a college degree. Some companies couldn't care less about a college degree. Some companies are looking for a person who's able to be relocated in 12 months, 18 months. Some companies, it's just totally fine if they want to stay right where they are, where the restaurant is located. So therefore, we listen aggressively to what the companies are looking for. And we've been doing this wonderful business since Monday, April 6, 1981. So we're now over 4 decades of trying to get it right for our client companies. And that's primarily what we do in the Southeast United States. Georgia and Florida are the hot markets for us. We have placed people in Texas, Washington, state of Washington, Virginia, et cetera. And but our business is a business-to-business type of business. Never take money from candidates, but we do very much appreciate the candidates, because it takes 2 audiences, the client candidates as well as the client companies. And you can reach restaurantallstars.com at 404 ALLSTAR 404-255-7827. Thank you very much. Have a fabulous day.
A couple of things came up during the week, a couple of articles that I read, and I sent them over to Chris. One of them was that I forget the companies that were thinking about this, but they're thinking about going to a 6-day work week, as opposed to people thinking about a 4-day work week. And
I see some head shaking.
That's that was Samsung, I believe.
What?
That would be 1 day less than I work. So most of us, I'm sure.
Pretty much working all the time anyways,
But Chris had some thoughts on that. And also a lot of companies are supposedly going to be firing college graduates and using AI to replace them. I don't know what types of jobs. Go ahead, Chris, you can say something.
Well, there may be, I mean, how can you tell the maitre d', by the way, we've got AI, you can go home now? I mean, please. It's the hospitality business. It's a business of taking care of people. And the industry has fought long and hard about the employees about having a decent quality of life, because it's a tough business as it is. Most people are busy on Friday and Saturday nights running the restaurants, and their friends are out partying. So, but the compensation would be you'd have Monday and Tuesday off when your friends are working. But I mean, it's this AI this and AI that. It can be important, and I do have a hotshot AI senior executive who last year made $900,000 and is as an AI officer of a multi-billion-dollar company, and he did a lot of good things for that company, and using AI. And he's got a doctorate in it, and he's got a master's and all that other good stuff. But bottom line is, it's still a business of taking care of people, and when they get away from that, that's a dangerous path. So,
Hey, Howard, can I respond to that? And not trying to play devil's advocate, Chris, but as more and more businesses are being forced, like California, to pay their employees $15 to $20 an hour, you're going to start seeing more AI taking care of customers because it's cheaper for the company to get rid of the people, because if artificial intelligence can take care of it, and artificial intelligence doesn't have to be a robot. When we were driving back from Savannah, we stopped at a McDonald's. AI can be the marquee boards right there, and you're just doing it yourself.
yeah.
And then 10 minutes later, your food pops up by somebody cooking it in the back.
So
There's so many different forms of AI. I would be a little nervous if the robot could deliver my food to my table without spilling it all over my wife. That would be my concern, because then I wouldn't go back.
I think QSR is absolutely going to be all kiosk in the next 5 years. I mean, my company has spent hundreds of millions of dollars in R&D to accomplish just that, as has every other POS company in the market. I don't think that fine dining or casual dining will see that. The metrics on how slow the restaurant industry is to adopt new technology, man, how many restaurants do we all work with that are using the same POS they had in the late 90s? Probably a non-zero answer, right? They are some of the last to adopt new technology, and they love their people. Chris, you work with Bones, which is a legacy restaurant here in Atlanta. It's been here for 40 years. The only thing more important than their guests to that owner is their employees. I think people like that are going to be the last people to shove their employees out in the cold.
You know, the robotics and AI really has exponentially sped up in the development. I remember many years ago, before I moved to Florida, and that goes back a while, there was a company that created a hamburger flipper. It was just an arm, and it was a hamburger flipper, and that was the hottest thing in the industry. That was revolutionary in the industry back in I'm gonna guess late 80s. And now I got a video sent to me this morning showing somebody probably in a commercial bakery of a robot kneading dough, like big pile of dough, and starting to make it into a bread or whatever. So these things are happening, and they're happening fast. I think that this time next year, we're probably going to look back and say, boy, that was fast.
But, Howard, it's also affecting my industry. We had a conference this week in the healthcare space, and, you have these telemarketers that are calling. The majority of those now are all AI.
Yeah.
And you can't even tell a difference with the way they talk, because it sounds like you're talking to a human being. That's some scary stuff.
I get companies soliciting me all the time to hire their AI telemarketers. So next time I call you, ask me if I'm real. And I gotta go to Terry. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Terry, today's restaurant news. I'm the one that lets you know what's opening where. Very important, very important. We're finishing up the leads now. The team, you will get every month by the 9th in Florida, we are now able to guarantee 50 brand new, under construction, permitting, just broke ground leads every month. And there's been more like 70 and but this is a monthly leads report that we do in an Excel spreadsheet. You can sort it any way you'd like. You get where they're at in their phase. You get the address, the owner's name, phone number, email address, about when they're going to be done. And it's invaluable. And this report is actually, we doubled the price and having no problem getting it. The people that are in the group, I have held the old price for anyone that wants it. You don't pay the double the time price, which is good. Everyone loves it. And if you have any questions on a certain place that you're trying to get more information on, you can email me and we'll see if we can't get something that you're trying to get that's maybe not on the report. We'll sometimes give you the square footage. Do they have a bar? Do they have an outdoor patio? There's a little section of everything. So you can kind of open and expand that column and read through it. And if anyone wants a sample report, which I think pretty much everyone has except for the new people, you can email me, Terry, Terri, at trnusa.com. And I'm happy to send you a sample report. Now it's older and it won't have the email addresses, but you can see the format and what we do. So it's very easy in an Excel spreadsheet. You can sort by zip code, by city. We also have one for Georgia. Georgia's a lot smaller. Not my fault. Not a lot going on. I can't help that. But we do the best we can. There is a lot going on, but getting the information is a little bit harder than getting it in Florida. I have a lot of contacts in Florida after 25 years. So, and then, you know, the licensing, DBPR and SunBiz and all that, but that doesn't give you what you need. And then from there, you know, the team goes on and goes a little further to get everything that we need for that report. So you're going to get zip code, complete addresses, everything. And that's it. Happy Cinco de Mayo. We're taking the weekend off and going away to the West Coast. We'll be back Sunday night, just the weekend to get out of here. So enjoy, everybody, your weekend. Have a good time. And thank you for being with us, especially the new people. We really want to welcome you and hope that you enjoy these meetings. They're different every week, believe me. Sometimes they're like through the roof information. And other times they're like, see Steve's face? Sometimes they're like that. You just try to take it all in, and then you're like thinking about what the heck am I going to do after this? So, you know, you just kind of, and then you throw in your 2 cents. If there's anything you want, as someone's talking, ask questions. We don't care. The people that are watching this on our YouTube channels and they call and they go, well, who's this? This because there's different people in different groups all the way back. There's over 300 videos on the YouTube channel. So use them as a resource, tell your clients, and we'll do the best we can to help you.
Terry, you just said like the gold mine of things of like what brokers beg for. No, but I did want to say it in a way that I could help. First off, we're based out of Atlanta. Like that's like our major office. And
sweet.
Yeah, so that like it's an insane market over there. And those are some of my favorite coworkers. Like I love those people. I'm on the phone with them all the time. So if you need square footage or owners' names and all that stuff, like feel free to shoot me an email. Like maybe we work with them, maybe we don't, maybe I can't help, who knows? But like there could be a chance I could help you with information, anything you need. And then yeah, and same with Miami and Tampa. In Miami, I know we represent Chipotle, Starbucks there, and like some other ones I can't keep track. But we represent a good amount of tenants. I know Miami has a lot going on. So
yeah, and Atlanta too. I can also help you. I've got a lot of contacts there as well too. So I meant was that Atlanta isn't the size of Florida. I mean, we go from the Panhandle down to Key West, which is
yeah, that's huge.
Forget. like if you were driving, it'd be like 14, 16 hours to drive from Key West to the Panhandle, getting into Alabama. So
No,
it's
it's a lot.
it's
Yeah.
a lot. And I group them. So when I get them, I format them. Like I put all the Jacksonvilles together, all of the Orlandos together. That way, if somebody's working in a certain city or they have a salesperson, they can just shoot that over to them, and it's real easy. I've got people from Gordon Food Service. I got people from Cheney Brothers. I've got people from, I mean, you name it. The Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association, religiously, since we started these leads, they buy these leads, and actually because they're grandfathered in, they're paying the beginning price. So they don't want their subscription to expire. And we tell them, look, we're part of you. We're not gonna do that, of course. So just take if you look on the website, the price is $8.99 a year. Members here, it's $4.99 a year. So half, and that's for 12 reports, one a month. So
I love this. Very cool. Obsessed. Are you not going to do New York, or like, can we get up here? Nashville?
oh my gosh, we have a house in Nashville. My daughter lives there with, yeah, we're in Nashville a lot. I love Nashville. Is that where you're at?
Well, no, that's not, no, I'm out of New York, but we have an office in Nashville, and I talk to the guy there like every other day. I love them. Nashville people are my favorites.
Building?
What?
Is he by the Batman building?
I have absolutely no idea where he is. But we can find out. I'll ask him that just for fun. So it looks like I know something.
Batman. He'll know what you're talking about.
Okay, this will be fun.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna ask 3 new people today just to double back to see if there's anything you want to add or expand on. Lori,
Yeah. So I have a secondary business. So my primary business is franchise development. So I create franchisors. I also have a professional copywriting practice where I write for businesses. I do a ton of writing. I've got 30 years of food service experience. So I do a lot of writing for companies and suppliers to the food service industry. So think websites, blogs, email campaigns, LinkedIn profiles, brochures, anything you could possibly think of. So I just wanted to add that. If you have clients or if you yourself are looking to better your message, then let's chat.
we accept articles from outside sources.
Oh, good. Okay, so I'm going to connect with you on that. I've got tons of articles on restaurants.
500 to 600 words is perfect.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Well, we have 2 classifications of articles that we accept. 500 to 600 words would appear in the newspaper. Anything longer than that would appear in our Monday morning featured e-blast. So,
okay, so I'll get with you. I don't want to take up
okay.
other people's time, but I'll get with you separately to figure that out. Thank you.
Okay. Vivian, you want to add anything to what you've already said?
If anyone, feel free to reach out or send me an email if there's any way I can help you, or you can also go on our website and see what offices and who they work with and different tenants, and if there's introductions I can make or something. So feel free to email.
When I send out the spreadsheet today and everybody gets this, if there's anything missing or wrong on your line, please let me know so that I can correct it for the next meeting. Don, anything else you want to add?
No, it's listening to everybody. Sounds like I should connect with a lot of you. I think there's a lot of business to be done in Georgia, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think Brian, who's not here right now, Brian Josselson, the financial person here, he's got a lot of contacts in Atlanta. He lives there.
Oh, great. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love his contact and connect with him.
You'll get it. It'll be there. I'm just to do my little quick thing. I'm Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of today's Restaurant News. since 1996. And we have in our newspaper, which is on our website, trnusa.com, we started a new feature a couple of months ago, which is our featured culinary city. And I just want to show you our current one. This is a centerfold 2-page layout all about Charlotte, North Carolina. And one of our members is featured in that centerfold spread. That's John Marinek, who is a kitchen designer and who's been doing it for many years, and he's world famous. And our next featured city is Atlanta. So anybody who would like to have an ad run there, or you could send us some information about your company being Atlanta. We'll send that to Terry. All right, Steve, how do I get out of this?
Where's the share? Click on it and stop sharing. No, all the way at the bottom.
Yeah,
yeah. Where it says share. Click on it. Or at the top, it may say stop sharing. You know how your screen's laid out.
Yeah.
You want me to help you?
No.
Okay.
I noticed hesitation there. No.
Oh, he'll always say no.
I'll figure it out. Here we go. I hope.
To figure it out, and all of a sudden everybody will be cut off. You'll end the meeting.
Well, we've never done that one before, but okay.
Just say your goodbyes now. Just say them now.
Well, talk amongst yourselves so I figure it out. No.
Hey, Don,
No.
what part of Atlanta do you live in?
I live in Midtown,
Okay.
but field sales takes me
Yeah.
all day.
Okay, I grew up on the east side, Stone Mountain, Clarkston area.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
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 Mm.
I don't do too much business over there now, but when I was the sales director for a distillery based out of Savannah, I did a lot of business in Stone Mountain.
Okay, yeah, I know that the last place I lived has completely changed. Before I moved to Huntsville, I was at 85 and Club Drive in Pleasant Hill, which I understand it's very difficult to get around now because if you've been gone for a long time, you don't know what exit to get off anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of just Atlanta. Nothing looks like it did 5 years ago, and it looks really different from 10 years ago. And as traffic is, it either takes me 10 minutes to get to the airport or an hour and a half. Flip a coin.
Well, my idea of going through Atlanta is landing at Hartsfield and taking off at Hartsfield. That's about it. That's the gist of it.
You're missing out. It's a fun city.
What's that?
You're missing out. It's a fun city.
I'd love to come back. I'd love to visit. I don't think I could ever live there again. I just, when you live, I moved to Huntsville, Alabama, the 2 weeks before the Olympics started. And I've watched this city grow so much. And now it's kind of like I'm ready to get out. We live out in the county because the city of Huntsville is just, it's a bottleneck. It's the fastest growing, largest city in the state of Alabama right now.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and by the way, Huntsville is the city that we're featuring after Atlanta.
Oh.
Just, well, we have a couple of minutes left, and I just want to double back to Vivian. Please tell me again what your company does, because I wasn't clear.
No, it sounds, yeah. So, so we're retail commercial real estate brokerage. Most of our other 21 offices, so we're called the shopping center group. We mostly represent a lot of shopping centers, landlord side and property management. but we also represent a lot of tenants expanding. And in our office, we're more thought of as like just like focusing on street retail. So we expand Costco, we represent Whole Foods, and we find them their real estate. And
Okay.
it's fun. I love
Well,
it.
Vivian,
I-
do you
I
focus
thi-
on larger clients, or are you able to find these locations for smaller operators?
Smaller too. Like today, this guy killed me. I was supposed to tour with a sushi concept. It's their first sushi location. They have like 2 other random Asian stuff, but like yesterday I was actually with a good friend of mine, and it's her first doggy daycare, and we were in Williamsburg and running around trying to find stuff in Greenpoint. So same. And then and Wednesday was with a bake shop. He has 5 locations, but I do things from like your first location to hope is obviously do the first, build a relationship, and have them for the next so many years and help them grow. But it's
I know Steve has worked with companies like yours in finding locations in Palm Beach and Broward County and elsewhere, I guess.
No, Steve, we have a meeting. I scheduled us for 10:15 because I have so many businesses that ask me to find a business to purchase or sell theirs. And it's like, I'm like, yeah. And then end of day, I regret it because I'm like, I don't know, how am I supposed to underwrite? I don't understand.
There you go, Steve. Meet Steve Whitehill.
So we're gonna.
I appreciate that. I sort of have the opposite problem. Every once in a while I do commercial real estate, but it's the same thing. I mean, I do it, but I don't do it well, kind of routine.
And you could
This is
connect with my
different.
Florida office, and it could be helpful for future. You could.
Yeah, that would be great. Love to. So I
Yeah.
look forward to the meeting.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited.
Wow, great group. I'm impressed.
Terry, I'm hitting you up too. I'm actually going to call our office, the business development woman, and going to tell her about you. We're going to connect you guys.
Oh, cool. That'd be great.
Yeah.
It's a lot of business to be had, let me tell you.
Yeah, I think she's going to be
There's
sad.
not a report any like that anywhere in the United States, and I can guarantee you that.
Insane.
So
Yeah.
just to reiterate what I said at the very beginning of the meeting, I want to tell you all again to use each other's information and knowledge, and everybody in this group is hungry for a lead that may come from you. That's the whole purpose of this group, is to help each other grow our businesses. And that's the best way and the only way that this group will function and grow. So I encourage you to do a one-on-one, whether it's on Zoom or in person, and to try and help each other as much as possible. And that's my word for the day. Thank you all for coming. Welcome to the new people. Don, Vivian, and Lori, thank you for coming. Hopefully we'll see you again next week. And all have a great weekend. We'll see you next week, and let the sauce be with you.
Thank you.